Kate Middleton furious, Sophie Wessex implies Duchess of Cambridge a hypocrite, spoils Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Did Sophie Wessex call Kate Middleton a hypocrite who spoils her children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte? Countess Sophie gave an interview recently in which she said her daughter, Lady Louise, did not realize Queen Elizabeth was her grandmother and that Louise and her brother James will need to get real jobs when they grow up in order to support themselves. Is Countess Sophie implying that Kate Middleton is a lazy, entitled commoner who takes advantage of the royal family by spoiling her children? In an interview with Louise Minchin of the BBC, Sophie talked about the moment Louise put two and two together and realized her granny was the queen. Sophie recounted, "It happened a little while ago. Well, for Louise, actually, it was a shock to the system. It was only when she was coming home from school and saying, 'Mummy, people keep on telling me that Grandma is the Queen.'" The Countess of Wessex explained to Louise that Granny was indeed the Queen Elizabeth the entire world talks about and then asked Louise what she thought of that. Louise was a bit confused and replied, "I don't understand," as the 12-year-old hadn't quite grasped the idea that there is only one queen. Louise and 8-year-old James do not have royal titles, rather aristocratic ones. The children are certainly entitled to be styled as princess and prince, but Sophie and Prince Edward have truly chosen to raise their children out of the spotlight. Sophie Wessex told the BBC interviewer, "Louise and James are going to have to go out and get a job and earn a living later on in life, and they've had a normal start in life they possibly can get, then hopefully that will stand them in good stead." Was this a jab at Kate Middleton's declaration that though Prince George and Princess Charlotte will be brought up as normally as possible? The Duchess of Cambridge does seem to grab every photo op she can with George and Charlotte, don't you think? Did Sophie imply that Kate Middleton is a hypocrite? No matter how long Prince George is to wait to be king, and it will more than likely be many decades at this rate, he will never need to have a real job. His life will be filled with one royal obligation after another. Charlotte will also find no need to venture out into the business world. More than likely the little princess will marry some duke or lord and live a very comfortable aristocratic life. Louise and James, on the other hand, will need to make their own way in the world. Much like Princess Anne's children Zara Phillips and Peter Philip, neither of whom holds a royal title nor an aristocratic one. Zara went on to become an accomplished equestrian like her mother and started her own company, Musto Outdoor Clothing. Mark has worked a variety of jobs including corporate hospitality manager for Jaguar and managing director for Shell UK after leaving Royal Bank of Scotland. Sophie Wessex and Kate Middleton have had a chilly relationship at best. This latest dig by the Countess of Wessex at the Duchess of Cambridge cold tea have helped matters.